Hi, this is Ruzanna from efficiencyandorganization.com. Today's video is on how to set goals, how to be more goal-oriented, because if you've ever found yourself in a position where you're wanting to do stuff, but you just don't know where to start and how to go about it, you feel like in the past you've kind of had ideas, but they've never really come to fruition, this video is going to be very helpful to you. I was kind of looking forward to doing this video because I've written about being more goal-oriented in the past in my articles on efficiencyandorganization.com, and I feel like a lot of times in my past, the reason I've been able to follow through with things and like accomplish them has been because I've learned to become goal-oriented. It's not that I'm like a super smart, super capable person. It's just that I've developed this ability to systematically set goals and achieve them. I've become more goal-oriented. And so I kind of wanted to share my strategies with you, hoping that maybe you'll get something out of it that'll help you also. Before I go any further, I wanted to share a fun fact about me, and if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I always do this. So the fun fact for the beginning of the video is that I love men's basketball, and my favorite team in the NBA is the Clippers. My husband and I are big Clippers fans. So I kind of wanted to see what the main reasons were why people don't achieve goals, and here's what I found. Fear of success, fear of failure, lack of understanding of the goal-setting process, lack of commitment, inactivity, lack of motivation to change, not having enough self-confidence. What I have found is this 3-system process that I've used in my life has really worked for me, and I'm going to share it with you in this video, and I'll give you an example. Number 1, writing the goal. Like whatever your goal is, writing it down and also making it very specific, tying some kind of a number and tying some kind of a due date with it. Number 2, having action plans. So like saying basically what exactly you're gonna do to achieve that goal. The third item is making sure to hold yourself accountable, tracking those action plans and crossing them off the list as you realize them. I wrote an article and I gave 30 strategies on how to be more goal-oriented, and I'm going to have the link in the description box at the bottom that you can take a look at, and that'll help you because it's 30 strategies and they're so easy to follow. And for purposes of this video, just to keep it short and brief, I'll go over 5 with you, but they're pretty much all tied to those 3 things I mentioned to you. Having a very specific goal that has some kind of a number associated with it and some kind of a deadline, if you will, and then having action plans, that's the second, and then the third is monitoring, keeping yourself accountable. The strategies I want to share with you in the video include, number 1, obviously writing down, because just the act of writing down a goal is going to help you achieve it. Your chance of achieving is going to go up 40%. Number 2, remind yourself every day to stick to your plans. You'll be more likely to achieve that goal if you do so. I would suggest writing it down, having like some kind of a vision board. For instance, this is my home office and I don't have a vision board, but I do have my goals written down. And my system is once a month, what I do is I go through them. For example, I have a goal where I want to read a book a month. So what I do is I write that down, and then once a month when it's time for me to review, I always do it at the beginning of the month, I go through and I say, okay, did I finish reading a book this month? If I did, I cross it off the list. If not, then I know I gotta give myself a little more time. I have to find time to catch up and get that done. Otherwise, just writing them down, like on efficiencyandorganization.com on my website, I have a place where it's under products, and I'll have the link for this down in the description box also. It's called Goals for Every Aspect of Life. So it's just one page for each thing, like spiritual goals, professional goals, personal goals, health goals. So you can have a different goal for different aspects of life. You could print one for each, you write it at the top, and then you list the action plans, and you can post them around you, somewhere where you could easily see. Third strategy, if there is a disaster or something unexpected happens, do not forget about the goal. Write somewhere visible that you are going to revisit it in a month or 2. I'll give you a really good example of this. When I was in a doctoral program, there was a gentleman whose wife had cancer. he couldn't continue with the goal. The goal for all of us was to finish, but how was he going to finish if somebody had cancer? If something like that should happen to you, it's just something you can't, like let's say one of my kids was to get sick, or let's say I got into a car accident, and if I was trying to work on a goal and I couldn't, I'm not going to give up on it. I'm going to wait till my situation changes and revisit. So that's the strategy, is have it written down, have it posted somewhere, but come back to it, because that way it's not like a year, 2 years go by and you go, oh my gosh, I regret not being able to follow through on that goal that I set out to accomplish. Number 4, formulate goals around your strengths or superpowers. If you are unsure about what kind of goals to pick, think back at your life, see what you are excellent at. Follow your strengths. For example, for me personally, I always enjoyed school. I know not everybody likes school, but I did. Like, I used to look forward to Mondays when I would go to school. So guess what happened? When I got my bachelor's degree, I went to work at a public school system, and I said, you know what? I've always enjoyed being around schools, in school, and so that's why I got my teaching credentials, and I decided to just continue down that path, because just being around schools to me is awesome. I love it. So that's kind of what I'm trying to say, is if there's something that you really like, cooking, food, if that's your enjoyment, that's the thing that you like the most in life, then so that's what you have to pursue. You have to kind of set goals around that. My last strategy is look at how you spend each minute of every day. Track the minutes. Is every minute being spent efficiently? Can you do some things differently? Can you cut some activities that are not helping you achieve goals out of the way? So the minutes have to be tracked so carefully, so that way everything you're doing is reflecting how you're going to meet the goal. So I shared 5 strategies. I shared the 3-system process for becoming goal-oriented. If you get a chance, visit the full article. Again, I have the link that I'm going to include on efficiencyandorganization.com. On the website, I have 6 focus areas where I talk about efficiency and organization that pertains to each. Having systems in life is very important, because it's those routines and that self-discipline that helps us achieve goals in life. If you like any of what I shared today, please like the video. Just so you know, my videos come out every Saturday at 6 p.m. And my second fun fact for this video is that my hair is naturally this color. It's like, I don't know, like chestnut brown, if you will. I don't dye it. I don't plan on dyeing it until I get more gray. Thank you for being with me today, and I will catch you in the next video.